Shout out KVA, shout out KVA. Y'all know how we rocking, man. It's your brother Eli Soul here with another build today. Today I wanted to speak about the company you keep and why you should definitely be conscious and be aware of who you have around you at all times. Um, I'll give you a little rundown on me and what I've been going through in the last, year or so that like really gave me this, vision or gave me this insight on this. I tore my ACL July of 2017, so 2 years ago. I tore my ACL, flipped my MCL. So if anybody knows like what the ACL, the MCL, PCL, all that stuff like that, they're ligaments who overlap on the knee and control the, pretty much overall function of the knee. So the cutting, the jumping, running, those tendons are what keeps the knee stable, keeps the knee, intact. So for my ACL to be completely tore means I was not able to make cuts. I wasn't able to stop. Wasn't able to just accelerate. Stuff, normal things that any athlete should be able to do. What else? At that time, I had to really sit down and really like figure my life out because like I was working full time. You know what I mean? Like a lot of this is the thing that people don't understand about injuries. When you get injured, life keeps going. I know that people watch professional sports or people look at these athletes and they hear these athletes tore this or broke this or sprained this, and you think like, oh well, they'll be back in 4 months. Like Kyrie Irving had damn near the same injury as me, if not worse, and he spent less time injured. And people are like, I feel like we're now is we're so numb to these like injuries, or we're so numb to these conditions that like we kind of forget that like the average person who tears their ACL is done. They're not even running anymore. They're not even athletic as they once were. So like it's a very tough process to come back. And I sat down for like about, I want to say 8 months. Yeah, I want to say like 8 months. I sat down and I was just like, not active, like not active at all. And you can understand like, besides the physical, the mental that it puts on you is just ridiculous. Like anyone who's been hurt knows what I'm talking about. Like your mind is running, but your body is just stuck. So it's like you don't have nothing. It's very tough. It was a very hard time for me. I was facing depression, anxiety. It was ridiculous. And what I mean to say by just saying all that, there was a lot of people in my life who were encouraging me to build and move forward. Shout out to the brother Jalahi again. That's my brother, man. Shout out to Creative Knowledge, man. Click, what I'm saying, on his subscribe to his channel, man. Creative Knowledge TV, man. Shout out to him because during this whole process, like he was with me the whole time. I believe he had an injury as well. I think he tore his Achilles. I want to say damn near a year after I tore my knee. So like we were both like in the same process. I think he's still in the process of healing, but either way, he was going through the same thing, and he'll be able to tell you as well that you have to really surround yourself around the people who are going to support the elevation and you fighting through the injury and stuff like that. Because a lot of the times our minds make us give up before our body does. Our body can damn near withstand anything, but our mind is the only thing that can throw in that towel for us. So at that time, I was really trying to make sure to isolate myself away from people who were giving me negative vibes, giving me vibes of feeling that it's over, you'll never be the same. I even heard friends who I consider best friends telling me this, like, oh, you'll never be like how you used to be, or the knee will never be the same and stuff like that. And I was in it, and for someone like me, I'm a lot affected by other people's energy. Like, with like people who this is why I'm really selective on who I have around me, because I know this and I'm aware of that's who I am. Like, I can really be affected by the people who are around me on a daily. This is why I make sure to be selective on who is around me. Like, it can be someone in a party who, like, I'm hanging out with. Like, I could be hanging out with someone, and someone who I don't know that's giving me a negative vibe or a funny feeling. I'll instantly feel like, I don't even want to be here no more, or like I'll feel like, this person is wearing me out, and I just don't even want to be a part of it. Like, that's how much, like, it is with me. Some people can fight through it. I really can't. I can't be fake. Like, if I don't like you, or we're not vibing like that, you'll know. Like, I'll probably tell you, or if not, just like not talk to you at all. So, like, I really made sure to just make sure to always have positive people around you, especially when you're going through situations, and especially when you're going through situations, because sometimes even the people who are with you, I feel like, the narrative out there is that, well, when you're going through hard times, the people who love you are going to be around you, which I do believe is true to a degree. However, the people who are around you now might also be the same people who put you in that position. Not saying that they did, but I'm saying that you should consider the fact that, okay, why, okay, yes, this person, let's just say Chris, for instance, this person is around me, right? He's always around me when I'm losing money, but he's never like the reason why I'm losing money. But every single time I'm around him, I find myself losing money, or I find myself in a financial bind. And he always ends up either having to help me or ending up having to guide me through the situation. Sometimes, yes, it might be like, yes, this is just a good friend and you should be supportive of, this person is just very supportive, right? Which is true, which could be possibly the case. However, this also might be the person who's influencing you to spend money, telling you to gamble, telling you to spend unwisely, or be careless with your money. Maybe this person is careless with their money, so then they're giving that energy off to you. That could be possibly the case. So, and you being programmed and trained to think like, well, he's always here when I'm going through hard times, so he can't be the reason why I'm broke, or he can't be the reason why I'm in a financial bind. And it might be like, yo, nah, he's actually scientifically holding you back. Not necessarily like, I know a lot of times that we think like, oh, holding you back is someone literally grabbing you, holding you back. Like, sometimes like someone can be like literally spiritually holding you back, keeping you from being your best self. I believe Napoleon Hill, or no, not Napoleon Hill. What's the other guy I really like to read? Robert Greene speaks about avoid the unlucky, avoid the misfortunate, because their energy will translate to you, and then you'll all of a sudden find yourself feeling like, oh, well, life is bad for me and stuff like that, and then you'll be like, man, ain't nothing wrong with you. You know what I mean? That's him. Like, let him deal with that. So you definitely have to avoid the unlucky, avoid the people who are giving you that energy of weakness. Because as a man, especially as a black man, you really don't have no room for that. I didn't have no room for that. When I tore my ACL, I still had to work. I still had bills. My bills didn't stop. I wasn't fortunate enough to live in a family where I could sit down for a year and they would financially hold me down. Like, I still had responsibilities, which I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying like that. That was something that I had to consider. So during that process, it was a lot of friends friends that I've been through so many situations with, that like I now don't even speak to at all. If rarely I speak to them, it's hi, bye, how you been, whatever. I hope everything goes well. You know, that's pretty much how it is. And what I'm starting to realize is the people who are in your future will support your future. The people who are in your past will constantly remind you of your past. To where even let's just say it can be a friend that who I haven't seen in years, who I haven't seen through high school, and as soon as I see him, I instantly get that same vibe or that same feeling that I got when I felt when I walked away from them the first time. And it's like the universe is constantly reminding you. It's just like when you eat bad food, right? It's just like when you eat bad food and like you feel it in like 10, 20 minutes, and it's like your body's telling you like, see what happened? Didn't I tell you stop eating that shit? Now look what I'm gonna do to you. I'm gonna have you real fucked up for an hour now, or I'm gonna have you real fucked up for the day because you're negating, or you're not listening to what I'm telling you. You're not listening to the signs. The universe sometimes can give you energy, remind you of like why you stayed away from this person and why this person could have possibly served a purpose before, but now they don't serve a purpose for who you say you're trying to be. Because I plan on being a personal trainer. I plan on being a physical therapist. There's a lot of friends in my life who don't support that, and probably still do love me at the same time. Even family, they probably still do love you, or they probably still do care for you, but they aren't supporting the future who you're trying to be. They just know Percy Williams now. They don't know Brother Eli Soul, who has dreams and goals. They don't know this. They don't know that person. That's a whole different character to them. So you have to, pretty much, long story short, you have to trim the fat. Or in other terms, they would say snakes shed their skin. You have to let go of those past situations. You have to let go of those past people, and it might hurt. But what makes the situation better, or what makes it a little less, disheartening, is that you're going to start putting other people who are positive and who are supportive of your future and who are giving you good energy to who you were trying to be. If you're that person who's like, you know what, man, these are the only friends I'm gonna have, and you have that scarcity mindset, shout out to AMS for that, even bringing that to my mind, like that scarcity mindset, that mindset of like thinking that like there's no other situation, or there's this is the best you're gonna get, you're gonna be stuck and you're gonna be unhappy. This is where depression comes from, anxiety comes from. This is when people get addicted to all types of crazy shit. Like, you have to get that scarcity mindset out of you. And I don't like to use the term alpha, but turn yourself into an alpha male, or step into warriorhood, which I like to speak about, or I like to use. I don't like to use the term alpha and beta and all that Greek shit. But those are things that you should definitely consider. Who you have around you, and are they supporting who you're trying to be? It literally comes to that, and you might lose your day one. You might lose your day one trying to move to day two. It's really a sad truth, and I can't even lie to you. I really have to keep it a stack. There's really no going around that, and you're going to be called a lot of names. You're going to probably be alone for a while. You might even start to feel like you made a mistake, but I'm telling you now. If you had a feeling about someone, you weren't wrong. That's all I'm going to say. If you had a feeling about someone that you should leave a situation, a relationship, let's just say you're in a relationship and you're a girl and he gave you a vibe, or he did something that violated you, or he broke the terms of the relationship, and in your heart you tell yourself like, oh, I should probably leave this nigga, and you stay, you're not listening to yourself. You're not listening to yourself. That you're not listening to yourself. that was a sign, and you're not wrong. You weren't wrong. You weren't wrong, and I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong. I really, I love to say it. Like, I feel like I made a great decision in choosing the friend group, the circle that I have now. I'm really, I'm happy with what the decisions I made. I'm happy with the relationships that I cut ties with because they wasn't supporting me. So it is what it is. They not. Look who in this room right now doing this video for me. It's just me. And I got other content with my brother Jalahi. I got other content with my brother AK. Shout out to John Green too. That's my brother. But those people are supporting my future. You know how many other friends that I had that y'all haven't seen on camera yet? Why? Just I want you to think on that. But yeah, shout out to KVA experience, man. We building, man. This is my second video, man. We on a roll, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. I'm about to take this YouTube shit to the next level for real. Like, I'm about to show y'all something that y'all ain't never seen before. This ain't gonna be no normal shit. You feel me? This ain't gonna be no normal shit. But yeah, hope y'all having a great day, man. I hope you enjoyed this build. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, holla back at your boy.